guys, Ken Oath here. Today I'd like to talk to you about rust removal from motorbike petrol tanks. Now this is my 84 Honda Odyssey rebuild. It's been a nut and bolt rebuild, but haven't quite finished. The tank here has been sandblasted and looks all pretty, but I just want to show you what I had to do on the inside. So what I'm talking about today is tanks that are particularly rusty. So this old KLF 300A, if you have a look inside that one, she's pretty nasty. That's pretty bad stuff to have to work with. Whereas if I look at this big red tank, nowhere near the problems. So depending on what your issues are, I mean that one's nowhere near as problematic. Depending on what your issues are as to how you need to tackle the rust removal. But this is how I did it with the Odyssey tank, which was really bad. So I'll show you some pictures of that and show you what I did. Alright folks, this is the fuel tank off my Odyssey. It was sandblasted and painted a while back, so the outside's pretty clean, but the inside, not sure how to get more light in there, but yeah, the inside's pretty rusty. There we go. So I'm going to try this vapor rust that's been recommended to me. I'll show you how it works, I guess. I have had the vapor rust in the tank for, I reckon, 2 days, and I kept rotating which side it was sort of leaning on, and it was only, what's in that, 1 litre, so it was only 1 litre in that big tank, so yeah, you just have to keep rotating it, but I didn't find that it actually did very much at all. So it didn't really work out very well for me. You can see the rust on the cap there is still fairly evident. Probably cleaned off a bit, but I didn't find it very useful. The other thing I've added is just on the overflow spout there, I just put a clamp just so that it wasn't leaking out all over my paintwork. So what I did do that worked from Bunnings, hydrochloric acid, mixed it 50-50 with just water out of the tap, and I filled it absolutely to the brim, and yeah, it's a lot. It came out a lot better than what it was before. I'll see if I can get some photos from the inside. Just turn the light on. No, it's not going to work. I'll add some photos, but yes, it actually cleaned it up really well. Be very careful with hydrochloric acid, obviously. It's nasty stuff. Protect your lungs, protect your eyes, protect your hands, everything. That stuff will really, I mean, the reason it worked is because it's quite powerful. So yeah, anyone else trying to get a decent finish on their tank, the only other thing I've done after that is I have then instantly, as soon as I cleaned it out and flushed it several times, I then coated the inside with this Inox anti-corrosive stuff to stop it from flash rusting, because the next thing that I'm going to do is order the POR 15, I think it's called, tank sealer. I'll actually buy the kit, I think, and I'll go through the process of cleaning it out again, etching it slightly, and then coating it with that sealer that they have. That'll be my next update. So these two pictures show where it started and where I got it to. Quite a big difference. This is how I sealed up my tank. There's an outlet on these tanks quite low, so I just taped it up to save the paintwork. I followed the instructions on the POR box, I guess, or the instruction manual. But this is the final stage when you actually add the sealer. You can see it's like a metallic silver liquid. Obviously I can't show you everything because I had to actually seal the tank up, but there's some photos of the liquid inside there, and I sealed it all up and just kept tipping the tank on its side and kept rotating it so that everything got a coating. The final video I had I lost, so this video is actually a current one. I apologize, there's already fuel in the tank, but you can still probably see the silver even in the neck there. It was very rusty, still a little bit of debris there, but the paint should hold all that nicely, and it sets rock hard. So that sealer should last the life of the tank now. So I hope this video helps somebody else that needs to do a tank.